Broadcasting from under the roof of Marlins Park as we are ready for game time. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball on the show. Next. Trevor Richards gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Wow, when you look into the numbers, they can be a little bit deceiving. Normally, most pitchers pitch better at home, but not this guy. He actually prefers and pitches better on the road. We'll see how he does and if he can adapt and start pitching better at home in this one.
Striding in, Ender Inciarte. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Number 11, Ender.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And that'll manage to hop over the wall. He'll be at second to start the game on a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he rips it on the ground to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to first, in time, one away. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first two guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out of this malaise.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. He's set and the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Freddie Freeman goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Here's the first pitch to him. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Inciarte at third with 2 away. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
1-2.
Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Julio Teheran will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, Julio Teheran, 4-pitch mix guy. Good fastball, 89 to 94 miles an hour. Changeup, probably his best off-speed pitch. Has the curveball, has the slider. One of the keys you'll notice he's going to be on early, inducing a lot of ground balls. He's a ground ball type pitcher. If he's getting ground balls, expect a strong outing.
First delivery to him on the way. And that swung on and missed for strike one. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, the one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this team just does not drive the baseball. Last in slugging percentage. You can chalk a little bit of it up to their ballpark, but the bottom line is this will eventually catch up with them. They have to work better counts and at least try to create some havoc offensively.
First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And it's 1-1. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The 2-2 one more time. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Fouled off. The 2-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Here's Neil Walker, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Teheran has his target. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 2 out, nobody on. Now it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
So striding in, Brian Anderson. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He's seen him well, 6 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Albies scoops it up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Marlins leave one, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Ozzie.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to the right side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking him up and putting him down. This guy can go get him in the gaps.
Stepping in, Tyler Flowers. First pitch on its way. Ball one. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Batting 7th, the third baseman.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in.
Swanson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Dean is after it. He can't get there as it falls in.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit, a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Three balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder. Swanson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
2 men on, 2 out, and the pitcher hits next. That'll bring in Julio Teheran. From the stretch. Fastball in there for a called strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position. Second and third, 2 away. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. At the plate, Jorge Alfaro, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Jorge Alfaro.
First pitch of the at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Alfaro, the former Philly, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 2-1 home. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's take a look at Ender Enciarte. The name of his game is speed, covers a ton of ground, great arm in the outfield, ability to play Gold Glove caliber.
Now at the plate, Gabby Guerrero. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw gets him. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Swanson scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll move to the third with no score. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Ender Enciarte.
Number 11, Ender Enciarte.
First delivery to him on the way. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Anderson is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So 1 gone for the Braves here in the third, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And that's That's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Markakis leads off first with one away. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already, and there are two gone in the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Johan Camargo, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Camargo, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He's most often considered a third baseman, but he's actually playing shortstop for his club in this one.
Yeah, this would usually scare me a little bit. Third base being such a reactionary position, and then going over to short and it being more of a rhythm and timing, creating footwork towards first base. Might have a little bit more time, but the way the shifts have been employed in today's game, he occasionally touches shortstop. He occasionally touches second base. So I don't think this is a stretch.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed. A good off-speed pitch. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. And no one will get this one.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Grounded down the third baseline to Castro at the bag, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
0-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Now batting, Trevor Richards. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And a full count now, 3-2. Soft liner to the right side, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are two gone. Here's Starlin Castro. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
A ball and a strike now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Now that's popped up. Freeman is there, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Coming to the plate now, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Pulled toward right center field. Dean moving to his left. Makes the play, 1 away. So coming to the plate, Tyler Flowers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Down and away, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
Ball.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now in the box, Dansby Swanson, a base hit in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting.
All right, now so time for the Braves Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are having big-time success at the high levels of the minor leagues. Digging in, Neil Walker. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in, Brian Anderson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Anderson.
First offering on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholing a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So striding forward now, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Tehran sets. Here's the first pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Anderson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he got him. One left for Miami. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Guillermo Heredia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Hits this one hard the other way. Castro has it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The pitcher, number 49.
So one away here with the bases empty. And the pitcher hits next. That'll bring in Julio Teheran. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Castro at second. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Ender Inciarte. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Curtis.
In is Curtis Granderson. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball one. The 1-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. This is popped up. Knee high. He barehands it. Got him.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Stepping into the box, Austin Dean. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. And this one misses inside. A ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Trevor Richards. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Marlins leave 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now to the plate, Nick Markakis. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Nick Markakis.
First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Payoff pitch one more time. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Markakis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Dean sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Johan Camargo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Guerrero ranging back, and they take the lead. It's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Man, he's kicking himself after that pitch. As soon as it left his hand, he knew it was a mistake. The next thing he knew, it was screaming through the night sky and over the fence.
In now, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman. Ozzie.
As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Check swing here and a little looper. And this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Tyler Flowers. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Into the box, Dansby Swanson. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Swung on and missed. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And 2-2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Starlin Castro 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Swing and a little blooper to center, and the Marlins had their first hit of the game.
Now batting, first baseman, Neil Walker.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Rojas, base runner at first with 1 out. From the belt, the pitch to 1-2 now. Now a curveball misses inside. Softly hit down to 3rd, likely no shot at 2. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
Now batting, the third
Well, when
baseman,
you're making that throw all the way across, you've got to make sure you gather and fire, because if you don't, the ball will sink on you. Look like he tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an error.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Over to Albies. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. One left for Miami. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back to South Florida. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Tayron Guerrero will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Number 56, Tayron Guerrero.
Stepping in, Guillermo Heredia. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Guillermo Heredia.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken up in the zone. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Julio Tayron. Fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and two now to the Braves pitcher. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ground ball right side. Castro's able to get there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, Nick.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Softly hit to the left side. But an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. One left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Jorge Alfaro. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. Swanson in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another
Number
shot
65.
now. Gabby Guerrero. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way, and that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
One out, nobody on. A little bit outside. 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. Markakis has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
So 2 gone in the inning for Curtis Granderson. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Tehran into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Another 0-2 coming. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
First delivery to him on the way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Two balls and a strike to Freeman. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Johan Camargo will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. The 1-1. Lined hard toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
He's set, and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Camargo, the runner at second with one away. The next 0-2 is a called third strike right on the inside corner.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on two strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Rojas comes up with it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Braves strand one, but they're on top 2-0. Daniel Winkler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58, Daniel Winkler.
Leading off the inning, Austin Dean, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Winkler is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are two keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
Winkler has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
JT.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Hopped up. Swanson over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Starlin Castro. He went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Miami down in order. They're down 2-0. Austin Bryce enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So digging in now, Dansby Swanson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Number 7, Dansby Swanson.
First offering on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. And it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the 9th.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Guillermo Heredia. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Ronald Acuna will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Hit hard toward the right side. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Nick Markakis.
Striding in once again, Nick Markakis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike one. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Markakis ahead with a 3-1 count here.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. From the stretch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, bases juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Two and two.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate, and that'll go down as a very important out number 2.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Stepping in now, Johan Camargo, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
Things going from bad to worse in a hurry now. It's 3-0.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
This is line to left. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Arlene Garcia takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Marlins Garcia.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, Dero, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And there's ball 1. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Camargo over at second. Albies on at first with 2 down. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
The third baseman, number 7.
In now, Dansby Swanson. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Nope.
1-1.
Get down. 1-1.
ready to deliver the 1-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Now
you'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Guillermo Heredia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
2 out with the man at first. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Slow roller out to short. To Castro at the bag, and that ends the inning. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. The Braves on top, 9-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Arodys Vizcaíno, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 38, Arodys Vizcaíno.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Rojas. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
A ball and no strikes. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Oh, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. Heredia is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Standing in, Neil Walker. Previously against Vizcaíno, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First offering on its way. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard to short. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Now batting, third base.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brian Anderson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will put this one away. And the Braves have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Atlanta Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Julio Teheran earns win number 7 on the season as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Trevor Richards pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us